A tax is a monetary charge imposed by government on persons, entities, transactions or property to yield public revenue. Uganda Revenue Authority (URA) is responsible for enforcing, assessing, collecting and accounting for the various taxes imposed in Uganda. Tax filing is a process where taxpayer reports accurately, correctly and in completeness all tax obligations according to the tax laws to Uganda Revenue Authority in a prescribed format within a specified period. This helps timely submission of tax returns, which enables avoid penalties and other legal consequences, and submission of accurate information that improves risk rating levels with URA. However, most people find difficulty in responding to the filing process. FileTax is simplifying filing taxes for Africans, including individual startups and SMEs.
It came a time where I needed to get a board resolution for my company. So there's a way all these organizations are connected. So at the end of the day, they asked me, have you been filing your returns? I said no. He directed me to the tax man, and I found a penalty of about 1 million Uganda shillings. For a startup that hadn't yet begun making money, I was already in debt. So this is the thing that more or less fueled me to look for a solution, of course with my partners, and see how we can address the tax challenges, because I believe it is a general phenomenon all over Uganda, because they say Uganda has the highest number of entrepreneurs. So now if these entrepreneurs start businesses, and then along the way they are running into fines and penalties, they're already killing a child before they even start crawling or running. So we decided to come up with a simple innovation of how we can, of course, one, disrupt this old institution of taxes, how we can make it easy for any lay person. As long as you're a lay person, or even if you're a bit experienced, we want to make it as easy as it is for you to file your taxes.
There's been a gap with filing of income tax returns. What most people know is, I have a TIN, but what is your obligation after having a TIN? There's obligation of filing the income tax returns for the respective tax heads that you've registered for. Well, we have had issues. From my 8 years of experience so far, I've had issues where there are so many assessments that have been raised, and these assessments have come up with penalties and then interest, which are really unnecessary, because someone at the end of the day doesn't know what their obligation is after obtaining a TIN. So basically, what FileTax does is to come in and aid you and guide you on the filing of the returns on your behalf.
FileTax is including people financially and giving effective advice on structuring their taxes.
For starters, we have a discount that is extended to the women in business, because we have three categories. We have the individuals, which is basically me and you who's watching. Then we have the SMEs, and then we have the corporations. So basically, to use our platform, you're required to register. There is a fee, a minimum fee. For individuals, it's 50,000. For SMEs, it's 70,000, and then for big corporations, it's 200,000. But for women who are in ownership of big corporations, we have extended a discount of 50,000 from the 200,000.
It's a web-based application. You can get it on FileTax.live. Basically, you give us your records of your transactions, business transactions, through our platform, and we look at your data, and then we compile a tax return for you. Then thereafter, you will do a payment advice form that you send to URA.
During the session, FileTax was launched. However, for effective management of FileTax transactions, payments and customer reach, interoperability is needed. This was revealed during the interaction with high people.
Now, because of all those things mixed, of course, we came together, we sat down and developed something that we hope that you're going to like. And as I speak today, I'm privileged to say that we are launching TaxFile on this platform. So I'm hoping that there will be some mileage along the way.
You also have different bank accounts with the different SMEs. Some of them go to different bank accounts because they want to take loans. So meaning you have a very vast community of financial players. See that? And this vast community, each of them has an obligation to commit to paying taxes. So, how many networks or how many banks are in the ecosystem? Else the banks. There are even other digital service financial providers. There is already paying taxes on Payway. And even Easy Money has a section where you're paying taxes even to URA, which means the digital tax transactions are already appreciated by the government, but they lack a terminal to reach the final man. Now, that's why we need to have interoperability.
I will still again give you an example of the problem with the mobility due to lockdowns. So how it's going to help the URA and the government and link the two is that people they're going to save a lot of time moving from going to find their accountant, going to URA to file taxes. So by this way, we are going to send, they're able to send their information and, on the platform, and then we'll do their filings.
Today has been the 39th day of the 40 Days 40 Fintechs project organized by High People.
As we get to the climax of the 40 Days 40 Fintechs initiative, one that we so believe in that is going to change how financial technology is done worldwide, we are excited that among the last engagements for this year, we have FileTax, and they are thinking uniquely like no other that we've engaged. Of course, it's very true that for any economy to grow, we must pay tax. As individuals, as organizations, as bodies of government, as agencies and all that. And it's always very challenging to actually see people rightfully pay their taxes. As a matter of fact, the top taxpayers in Uganda, as per the URA report of 2018-2019, MTN and Airtel make use of financial technology every single day to provide their services. Number 5 on the list is, I think, Bank of Uganda. And number 15 is a bank, that is Centenary Bank. And those all have either word finance or technology on their brand or their service provision. So it means that in any way, financial technology, the two words, are a combination of a sector that plays a very important role in the growth of our economy. Not forgetting the fact that as a sector, as players in financial technology, we actually contribute to so much of the taxes that are paid because we provide the backbone technology that helps services to be provided effectively and conveniently to different people. We enable e-commerce prevail very easily. We enable transportation, health, education, tourism, agriculture, and many other sectors. And that there is now a new player, FileTax, that is saying they should help SMEs, they should help individuals be able to understand how to best pay their taxes and make sure that the government in the end benefits and the economy becomes better day in, day out. We're very excited. They are going to be working slowly to make sure they advance their service provision. And one of the things that they are going to be doing is making sure that they create an interoperable payment solution that will allow them make sure that all over Africa, different people can be helped and they can seamlessly and conveniently pay for the little fee of making sure that their taxes are filed well and in the right time. And in the end, this will benefit everyone.
Hi People is pleased to present 40 Days 40 Fintechs, an initiative under its Include Everyone program as it continues to lead the way in advocacy for the creation and dissemination of technology that enables financial inclusivity. The inaugural 40 Days 40 Fintechs is shining a spotlight on those that are breaking down digital barriers and bringing millions more on the continent into the transactional space and transforming their lives for the better. 40 Days 40 Fintechs is presented in proud partnership with Crosslake Technologies, Modusbox, and Moduloop Foundation.
The 40 Days 40 Fintechs project will climax with the Fintech Landscape exhibition on the 15th and 16th of July 2020. Rita Cabanyoro, Smart 24.